Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Great Beer Garage. My name is Matt, and today we're back here on our property in our little shed to home, shed to cabin conversion, however you want to phrase it. Well, it's the same thing, I guess, really. But today what we're doing is we're going to be getting the paint on the walls, which we've decided in a really pretty color gray. And I'm a little winded from moving everything out of here, so trying to catch my breath and do this at the same time. But we have to put a coat of primer on the walls first, and we got to give it about 2 hours, and then we can put on our color, which is going to be, like I said, a really pretty light gray. And then we're going to work on the cabinet here, and I'll show you that. So the cabinet is actually going to be like almost a really minty green, almost like a mint green. Should be pretty interesting. So we'll get that done, and then down here, this is going away, and we're getting in. Also, here's our green. That's what the cabinets will be in, so that'll be pretty. And then our floor is gonna go from this to this, which is gonna look really nice. So we got these at a local store, and we paid 68 cents per square foot, which was a really kick butt deal. So we went ahead and did this. We've got 220 square feet of that to lay down this weekend, so we'll get that done also. So in a previous video, I think we may have even talked about the flooring that my brother had given us. Just turns out that we didn't quite have enough of what he gave us, and that particular color is discontinued. So we were actually going to get something of the same line and same kind of model, so it would all click together, and it was kind of like a barnwood color, but it would have cost almost $400 just to get the remaining pieces that we needed. So we decided to skip that, and we got this other laminate instead, and this laminate was under half the price of what it would have cost us just to buy the 5 boxes to finish this place off, the stuff my brother gave us. So while it was great that we had some free stuff, we decided to opt out of that and then go into this laminate. So that's what this weekend's going to consist of, is a lot of painting and flooring. So that sounds pretty exciting. And part of the process we'll show you is setting up the sprayer. I have shown that in a previous video when I painted the chicken coop. But we'll do that here. It's pretty easy setup, but I'll show you again how to set that up. It's the Avanti air sprayer from Harbor Freight. It is a great little machine, totally worth the price. And if you can get it when it's on sale, when they run like a 30% off special or something, that's when you get that, because it's a phenomenal sprayer. So we'll go ahead and we'll get all that set up, and then we're going to shoot these walls white. All right, guys, so we're in the process now of setting up the sprayer, and part of that is putting in the nozzle that we're going to use. And I'm going to switch out to a little different nozzle here. It's not as wide of a spray, so it's a little more narrow, which I don't want our super wide spray in here. So we'll get this set up and show you how to do that. So every time you buy a nozzle, it's going to give you a new one of these. And what you do is you put that on your tip. This doesn't have one. Well, so what you do is you put it in here. Let's see. Just trying to figure out which way is the right way. Oh, let's see, is that gonna fit? Let me not fit in here. Supposedly this gun tip is universal, and you can use different brand tips in it, but I'm now questioning whether that's actually the case or not, because it just doesn't want to go in. There we go. don't think it's seating all the way. Well, great.
You need a screwdriver?
Pop right off the... Well, let's see. That's not good. So I actually put it in backwards. The plastic end needs to be out, facing the gun. And then that allows this to come in here, just like that. So we'll get this tightened up to our gun, wherever that is. Right here. Now, I know they say normally you're only supposed to hand tighten these things, but never once have I hand tightened it and it not leaked. So, just see if we can get that a little tighter. All right. So now how we prime this unit is we take our suction tube, which is this tube, and that goes in a bucket of water just like this. Well, that water's gross. Just like this. And that is going to allow us to prime. This is your primer tube, and then you're going to set this to prime, which is this. This goes down here to your prime. You set this to prime, which is right here. It says prime, so you set it there, and then this little prime tube here will start shooting water out as soon as we turn this unit on. There you go. Now we're primed. We can now switch to spray. And turn our switch here from prime to spray, and that will fill the line to the gun, in theory. Actually, the gun should already be filled. So, we need to bleed this out. So we'll take this outside the door and spray it, because I don't want to spray it inside. All right. This thing is not working right today. Huh. Interesting.
You want me to go check to see if there's a kink in the line?
Oh, it should go to spray. It should have filled the... I turned it off after I quit working. And now it's charged the line, which is fine. So we'll get this thing. That is not right. Stop recording.
you can see now, he's just mixing the paint. Pretty neat little gadget.
Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're using this kind of a paint mixer with your drill, highly recommend you make sure your drill set for the lowest speed. Otherwise, you make quite a mess and it goes everywhere and you lose all your paint. Which, if you watch my trailer refresh video where I painted the deck, you'll see exactly what that looks like. All right. So we went back to the Avanti spray tip and it works fine. So as you can see, it gives us a nice shot. Then we flip it to the spray. So it atomizes real nice. So now we need to take our primer and we take this hose real fast from our water into the primer. And so we don't lose our prime. And there we go.
Let me hold it in there.
So now I need to take this hose out and spray it till we get the paint coming through the hose and we push all the water out.
Woohoo! White primer.
All right, then we take our gun, we switch it to spray. And we're ready to show you guys. This is what it looks like when it's on here. And I'm really on the struggle bus because I don't have my painting blade. So I've got a couple runs here I need to feather out with a brush, or a roller or something. But otherwise, it sprays great. You can see it goes on real nice. So I may have to stop short until I can go and get the right tool to do this, but I mean, it works.
Alright, I'm turning it off.
Alright guys, so you can see it sprays really well, but I don't know that we're going to finish the wall with it because it's a little too much to spray inside with it. The only reason I say that is because I don't want any overspray hitting this wood. And unfortunately, there's a lot of overspray. This isn't a really well ventilated building. So anyway, I think we're going to switch over to a roller, roll this thing out. But at least you guys got to see this thing in use. And as you can see, it does get great coverage. So obviously I didn't go all the way to the top because I didn't want to get paint all over that wood. But there we go. All right, so you can see we've brought this outside. What we want to do now is clean this. So we've taken our filler hose, stuck it in our bucket of water, and that's what we're going to use to run through the lines to clean the paint out. And Then we'll probably switch, because I am going to spray the cabinet base with this, because I just think it would be so much easier. So, and we'll be outside, so we don't have to worry about overspray. So anyway, this is how you clean this out. You leave it on your spray. You have your filler hose in the bucket of water, and basically you just spray it out. And of course, this is all water based, so I'll scoop all this up and throw it in the trash when it all comes out. So as you can see now, after cleaning it, it's just kind of barely milky. But we'll keep spraying it out just a little longer. Okay, so that's the north wall done in the primer. And then this is the south wall done in the primer. And we'll show you kind of what this gray is gonna look like. Come around this side here. And so you can see the contrast between that white and gray. So that's what our color is gonna look like. And we're gonna keep on going. All right, guys, so here we are back inside. And now we have our south wall and our north wall painted. And there's gonna probably be some touch-ups that we have to do, because this, and you can see, see if we can see the beadboarding here. Man, it's tough. You can actually see there's actually looks like a little white in there. So there'll be quite a bit of touch-up here, I think. But for the most part, we love the color. I think it looks great. And we got to get all of our plates back on. We put them back on over here. And now we're painting our base cabinet, which is like a, I don't know, I guess I'd call it a mint green. And that's what we're working on now. And let me take you outside. We'll show you what the doors look like. Here's the doors. And they turned out pretty cool. Once they dry up, they'll be nice. 2 or 3 coats for those. And as you can see, we're losing daylight pretty quick here. It's not even 4 o'clock. So, and it's like in the 50s. So hopefully this stuff will dry out overnight. And then we took all of our stuff out so we could paint. And now we got to figure out where to put it all. All right, well, we'll go ahead and wrap this for now. That's the painting so far. So also while we're up here, like I said, we're going to do the floors. So that will be hopefully tomorrow, but I'm going to do that as a separate video. And we'll wrap up with the way getting this thing finished. So we'll finish this up, and that'll probably be the end of the video for this time around.